Come again to northeastones.com. Today I want to show you how the casting from 3 different species of worm look like. So we have here a casting from European nightcrawlers, red wigglers, and the African nightcrawlers. All the 3 were fed in the same way. They had all the same bedding, and everything was the same. The condition, the temperature, everything was the same because they were in the same place, just of course different trays and different racks. So it's very interesting how the compost look in a different way. Okay, just have a let's go to have a closer look at the difference. So this is one is European nightcrawler. This one is red wigglers. This one is African nightcrawlers. Let's have a closer look. Let's have a closer look and do this comparison. Okay, this one is from a European nightcrawler. This one is from red wigglers, and this one is for African nightcrawler. With the European. So they have more or less the same moisture level. So it's very nice. We can do a comparison, and you see it's very fluffy, very light. All the 3 are the same. They are very, very, very. You see light, and this one too. The European too. They are very, very, very light. Let's go and take a look at the color. Okay, this one is the African. The African is like brownish. And if we compare to the red wiggler, I don't know if you can see well on the camera, but I guess yes. You see, the red wigglers is more. It's still brownish, but it's look like a little on the reddish side of the brown. It's more like reddish soil, something like that. The European, from the other side, it's very dark. It's darkest. So I don't know. At this point, I guess that each worms do its own kind of different casting, and also the fineness of the casting. The African, the finest one actually is the red wigglers. Red wigglers, it's very, very, very fine. The European the African, sorry, is a fine too, but have like a little conglomerate, if I can call, like a little, you see, little conglomerate like this one. And the European too is less fluffy, less light than the red wigglers, and it's like a medium way between the African and the red wigglers. So yesterday, in total, I harvested like around 300 pounds of compost. And I divided because I say, okay, I want to have a nice look of the 3 different compost, how it's come out. And of course, the compost, it's amazing. You see, it's beautiful, it's ready, it's full of all the magic stuff that you want in your plants. So, but the one that for me it's more fascinating is the one from the European. The one from the European, it's a very darkish, and also like a different smell. Yeah, you can smell the consistent try, the comparison. Another very interesting comparison is the smell. Okay, I think I have a pretty good smell. I can smell stuff pretty good, pretty well. So let's me smell. It smells very hearty. This is the African. Smell very, very hearty. Remind me like the soil of if you got like wood and you got a handful of soil and you smell it. This is the smell that do it. Let's go try the red wigglers. So the red wigglers have a very similar smell, but it's less intense. Definitely, the African it's more intense than the red wiggler. Let's see the European. European is intense, more or less like the African, but it's a different smell. it's like the soil smell. It's more intense than the African. But the African have some, I don't know if I can say floral smell. Okay, definitely the European has the more intense of the two. Definitely. Okay. The African you can smell this the sensation is this one. It's soil, good soil after rain. But the African have a little back of something a little more floral. Okay, like a wet peat, something like this. The European, it's definitely soil. Smell definitely soil and woody and leafy and more soil. Let me try again the red wigglers. The red wigglers smell is more delicate. Okay, it's definitely soil, it's dirt, it's definitely leafy, it's there the smell, it's there like soil, wet soil. I don't know if you have a grass and you know water your grass, and after like 2 hours the sprinkler go and you go to check your grass and everything, you can feel this kind of watery soil smell. This is the main smell that you can find in all the tree. But again, the European, it's the more consistent, the strongly one. Very, very strong soil smell with the leafy, definitely leafy smell. The African a little less, but the soil smell is there. The red wiggler look like is the more delicate, and this, if I can see, it's the more delicate also on the consistency. It's more fluffy, if you want to say, you want to use a word, you know. So this is very, very interesting, you know, for me, because yesterday in this move I'm doing from the old location to the new location. I'm harvesting everything. So before to do the move, I waited that more or less all the beans they were ready to harvest. So I'm harvesting, putting a new bean with the fresh bedding, and move to the new location. This is what I'm doing. So for that reason, I am harvesting a bunch of casting, and the next days I will have more and more and more and more. I have 3 40 gallons, 3 40 gallons beans to harvest, full of African net color. You don't know how many babies and eggs and everything, and they are ready to go. And I'm starting now, and in the next 2-3 days, I will be busy to do these things. And I'm seriously thinking about to buy a sifter of harvesting. If some of you have some used small but very nice sifters or shifter, whatever you want to call that, please let me know, because I really want to buy one. Okay, so I don't know, guys, if you have any question, because I am harvesting all this casting, I am doing a big sale on the website. So if you are short on a casting and you want some casting for your garden, the season is just started. So we will depends on where you live, but our garden just started to flourish. And believe me, guys, this year was maybe the first year that I have a limited access to worm casting. So I used all the worm casting and one on my garden, and my plants look like they are on steroid. It's like Mr. America before the training on steroid. So this is all. Again, push the little icon with the bell, so every time I upload something you will be notified, and please subscribe, and if you like it, share it. I think this is a good information to have this kind of comparison, so please share if you like it. Okay, thank you very much.